The capital region will revert to a higher COVID-19 alert level just 3 days into the new year. The health department logs 4,600 new cases across the country with nearly 20% positivity rate. On-site work in the High Court has been suspended until January 5 after some staff were infected. Olympic gold medalist Hidilyn Diaz sets high on a new goal as she confirms her bid for the Paris Olympics in 2024. And what trends should we look out for in fashion this year? Let's find out later in the program. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. Metro Manila will once again be placed under COVID-19 alert level 3 as experts observe a steady uptick in infections. Camille Samonte with a story.
The Metro Manila Council attributes the uptick in COVID-19 cases to the recent holiday gatherings. Based on the two-week growth rate from November 3 to December 17, NCR was only at negative 52%. But from December 4 to 31, the COVID-19 growth rate increased to 285%. The MMC now eyes an enhanced vaccination mandate to allow the mobility of those vaccinated under Alert Level 3.
Di ba meron kang card dito, bibigyan ka ng card. How we could make use of those in terms of mobility. So as that we protect those unvaccinated from the vaccinated.
Abalos also noted that this proposal will allow the economy to remain open amid the threat of Omicron variant. Apart from this, the council also considers imposing additional requirements for intra- and interzonal travel.
We should learn how to live with the virus right now. But the most important thing is for everyone, talagang lahat po ay mag-ingat to exercise health protocols.
Although 10 LGUs in NCR are already classified as high risk, Abalos said there is no enough data pointing to Omicron variant. He, however, assured the public that LGUs are ready.
You do not have to wait for it. Paghandaan na natin, gumawa tayong aksyon.
Now that the holiday season is over, commuters flock to Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange from their vacations. Some complain that physical distancing on buses is not being observed.
Sobrang crowded ng bus, pati mga bata nakatayo.
Mag-insulate pa kami sa bahay, baka may naano kami sa
The Transportation Department says the 70% passenger capacity on trains will be retained under Alert Level 3. This is to avoid crowding of passengers at stations, which may increase the risk for virus transmission. Any changes in the capacity of other modes of public transportation will be subject to the guidance of the IATF. For News 5, Camille Samonte, We Are One News.
The health department reminds the public about the restrictions under COVID-19 alert level 3. Inter- and intrazonal travel will be allowed, but subject to restrictions of local government units. Government agencies, cinemas, and event venues, among others, are also allowed to operate, but only at a limited capacity, both for indoors and outdoors. Meanwhile, contact sports, fun fairs, casinos, and indoor entertainment businesses are prohibited. Face-to-face classes across NCR would be canceled too in the meantime. Now, here are COVID-19 stories we're watching. The Supreme Court suspends work for 3 days from January 3 to 5 after some personnel tested positive for COVID-19. Chief Justice Alexander Hismundo, however, did not specify how many are infected in his statement. The 3-day work suspension will allow the court to test all of other personnel and to disinfect premises. Pasay City Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano has tested positive for COVID-19 again. This is the second time the local executive has contracted the virus, with the first in early February 2021. The Pasay mayor is now under isolation in a health facility, but she will continue to perform her official duties. And the number of active COVID-19 cases in the police force climbs to 39. This number includes 12 additional cases that were reported yesterday. The PNP's total COVID-19 tally is now at over 42,000, 125 of whom died of the infection since last year. And we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. After Typhoon Odette, some residents of Surigao have been forced to evacuate again due to possible flash floods. The Surigao city government ordered preemptive evacuation among residents of P9 and Navalco, Barangay San Juan due to flash floods. Meanwhile, those living in landslide-prone areas like Bonotan Hills of Barangay Washington are to be forcibly evacuated. The Pagasa says light to heavy rains brought by the northeast monsoon or Amihan may cause flash floods and landslides in the Caraga region. This includes other Odette devastated areas like Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, and Dinagat Islands. Now, despite this controversial row with the Philippine Athletics Track and Field Association, or PATAFA, EJ Obiena has cemented himself as one of the world's top pole vaulters in 2021. The World Athletics ranked Obiena third among men pole vaulters after breaking the national record multiple times in 2021. His record-breaking 5.93 performance has him tied with USA's Sam Kendricks and the Russian athlete Timur Morgunov. Now, just above Obiena are Sweden's Armand Duplantis and the USA Christopher Nilsson. Meanwhile, Tokyo Olympics gold medalist Hadirin Diaz has confirmed her plans to pursue another run for history once again. In an Instagram post, Diaz uploaded a photo of herself while holding a model of Paris' iconic landmark, the Eiffel Tower. The post was captioned New Year, New Beginning, New Goal with the hashtag Paris 2024. Now, doubts have been put to end rather after her post, as many believe that her gold medal performance in Tokyo was the final time she would be competing in the Summer Games. And as the new year begins, find out which clothes are in and which styles are out for 2022. Faith Del Mundo with the story.
Is your fashion style ready for the new year? In terms of color, Pantone's color of the year, Very Perry, is seen to be the obvious choice in 2022. But according to fashion designer Randy Ortiz, pastel and light colors will still be in.
Beginning of the year is going to be always spring, summer. So we're talking about year of cool colors, more of pastels, really soothing to the eye. Kasi alam mo naman ng country natin, we are like hot and hot. Kumbaga hot and cold, but basically it's hot all over, di ba? Kahit tumuulan,
loose clothing such as tunic and trench dresses will also remain in the fashion books next year. Silhouette clothes are still in. Because many are still working from home due to the pandemic, Ortiz says clothes fit for those set up should be a must-have for Filipinos this 2022.
maraming tops. So nandun yung mga, sometimes you expose your shoulders kasi it's hot, di ba? Yung iba naman, garterize, para just to make the movement more practical for every wearer.
Still expected to be in fashion next year are patterned, printed, and floral prints. The fashion designer also noted that since the onset of the pandemic, face masks have become a part of our daily lives. That's why Filipinos now include the choice of mask designs in their overall getup. Also, because of the pandemic, Ortiz says Filipinos have become less particular on their choice of clothes. This as many prefer comfortability in this time of crisis where they're just trying to fulfill their basic needs.
That's always to be friendly to the wearer kasi nandun pa rin yung sasagutin kanina, saan ko naman ito susuotin?
For 2022, the Filipino designer urges the public to patronize local fashion products in order to revitalize our fashion industry, as well as to promote Philippine fashion.
Appeal ko lang is that tayong mga Filipinos, we shouldn't forget to patronize our own products. Anything that is local, for me, that is very important kasi we have to take care of our artisans.
For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
Now, for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.